Hi guys, it's Tom Bell here from Revenue Tactics, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use ClickBank's brand new analytics tool inside the marketplace to find the hottest trending offers in real time. Now, if you've been around in affiliate marketing for a while, you'll know that ClickBank have always had the basics, things like gravity and average payout, but they've recently developed this new analytics tool which goes a lot deeper. You can now see trend data, performance movement, and top performing categories in a way that gives you a huge competitive advantage as an affiliate. I've been testing this new feature behind the scenes for a while, and I can tell you, if you know how to read the data correctly, it's one of the most powerful tools ClickBank has ever rolled out. Because here's the reality, most affiliates are still picking offers based on guesswork, or even worse, on what used to work. But what matters most is momentum, offers that are rising right now. That's how you get ahead of saturation, find angles before everybody else, and position yourself for big wins heading into Q4 and Q1 when affiliate demand is at its peak. In this walkthrough, I'm going to show you exactly how to access ClickBank's new analytics inside the marketplace, how to spot rising gravity trends and interpret the data properly, and how to quickly filter the noise so you can zero in on offers with real momentum. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify offers that are trending up, not just popular, and that's a huge, huge distinction, guys. All right, so let's jump into my screen and I'll show you exactly how it works step by step. Okay guys, so here I am inside the ClickBank marketplace. Nothing you haven't seen before. Obviously we've got all of the categories on top here, some of the top offers, new offers here, and then we've got the search function here. So I'm going to go into here first. I'm just going to click the icon there and that's going to take us to the entire list. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down some of the offers we've got here. Obviously at the top we've got Michelin, which is the top weight loss offer still. That's still right at the top of ClickBank. But what you'll notice now is there's some additional data that perhaps you didn't see before last time you logged in. So I'll come from the right here. So we've got the rank, number one, gravity, which you would have seen before, obviously. And now you've also got the EPC metric. That's the earnings per click. That's the revenue divided by a number of clicks that have gone through to the offer. So this is something that I think is very useful for affiliates. When I visited their headquarters recently, we were talking about actually revealing the EPC metric. So it's really interesting they've decided to do that now. And what I'm going to do here is go into the product itself. And now you can see the analytics tool that we were talking about, guys. So we can see various stuff here. We've got the average dollar amount per conversion. We've got the return rate, so we can have a look at the refunds as well and the chargebacks. We've got the overall rank, which obviously is pretty consistent. And then we've got the gravity metric here, which I think is the most important part to look at. There's lots of data here, there's lots of stats we can look at, but the gravity is one of the most important things because that tells you how popular the product is in terms of time. So here we can see the gravity is actually trending quite hard down actually. It's going down quite rapidly there. What I want to see is gravity that's rising up like this. So if you look back at some of my old videos, you might see me talk about a place called cbengine.com. So that's where we used to go to have a look at this gravity in terms of how it was trending over time. But now you can just do this directly inside the marketplace, which I think is game changing, guys. So I'm not saying don't do this offer, but I'd need to see an offer that was probably rising a bit more in gravity. This one for me is there's probably a sign here that it's trending down for a particular reason. I think this has been around a little while now. Personally, I'd probably be jumping on one of the more recent weight loss offers if I was going to have a look at this, okay? So we can see the return rates here. We can see it's gone from 10% to 30% here. It's not horrendous. I'm more comfortable probably working in that sort of 10-15% range. Now, I'm just going to come back to the EPC metric here because a lot of people get confused with this. I think a lot of people take this too literally. So EPC can be really inflated by a really good affiliate running traffic who's probably running traffic to a landing page and sending better quality traffic there as well. Can also be deflated by affiliates sending really poor quality traffic. Maybe they're getting lots of cheap clicks, but cheap clicks doesn't mean better, it just means cheaper. So that would deflate it. Now this is quite low, this is actually quite low. So I'd be more comfortable working with an offer that's perhaps maybe nearer that $1 range. But again, you know, always trust your own data, guys. I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just sort of speaking on behalf of myself here. I'm going to come back into the marketplace again. I want to have a look at a few other offers too. We've got the colder weather coming in now. So there's an offer here called the Energy Revolution System. Again, this isn't me kind of pushing any of these offers, guys. I'm just looking at the data here with you. We can see the EPC is a little bit higher, towards $1, which is something I'm more comfortable working with. The gravity is 115, so very solid. Well, not quite the 329 gravity that we had at the top there, guys, okay? But this is still a really good gravity, and we can see it's ranked number 4 on ClickBank at the moment as well. Now, in terms of this being near the top, this is something that I probably wouldn't have seen going back 5 or 6 years ago. But you'd be much more likely to see perhaps a weight loss product or diabetes-based products, blood sugar, something Nutra-based, those would all be dominating the top of the ClickBank marketplace. Now, the reason you're starting to see more alternative markets like this is purely because of how compliance has changed on the various networks over the years. So as you'll know from my videos and the testimonial videos we get of clients that come on the channel, obviously a lot of them are talking about native ads. That's one of the things I specialize in. I coach all the traffic sources, but native is something that's very popular at the moment because compliance is getting tricky on Facebook and Google, on some of those bigger platforms. And that's why you're seeing offers like this trending in gravity and going much higher. It's purely because of that. It's purely because opportunities are tightening up elsewhere, and this is the only way people can run traffic on those networks, is to look at some of the alternative markets rather than the more aggressive health markets, guys. So I just wanted to mention that. Right, so coming back to the offer, I'm just going to select it. Now, this is what I want to see, guys, with the gravity. I want to see this. I want to see this sharp spike going upwards. This tells me that this product is rising in gravity, and therefore there's a reason for that. It's probably because people are making money. That's why. It's not going the other way. It's going sharply upwards. And I would expect that, because if you look at the details down here, if you have a look at the date, this coincides exactly with when the colder weather started to set in. So when the colder weather starts to set in, obviously people's power bills go higher and more people are looking to save money on those power bills. And that's why you see this spike here. It happens Q4 every single year, almost on the money. So this is something quite exciting. If I was looking at this as a new product, I think, great, okay, there's a real good opportunity here and it's definitely worth me split testing. Now, something else I just wanted to mention too, I don't have an example of this here for you, but when the gravity is really low, take the EPC with a pinch of salt, so to speak, because the data sample size is going to be very small. Therefore, there won't really be much stability in the EPC. Sometimes I get a private coaching student that comes to me and says, oh, Tom, I found this product and the EPC is $5 or something like that. In the next conversation as well, what's the gravity there? Is the gravity 1, 2 or something like that? It's very likely to be in that situation there. So you'll very rarely find an offer that has an EPC of that kind of amount here. But this is much more normal, somewhere around $1. But do keep in mind, EPC is going to be relative to the sample size as well. So it's really important that you've got a probably gravity of maybe 20 to 40 will give you some stability in that EPC, guys. So I hope that helps. Some really good tips there in terms of navigating this new tool. I'm certainly really enjoying looking at it, and I hope that helps you with your affiliate career this year, guys. Okay, so that's how to use ClickBank's new analytics inside the marketplace to find the hottest trending offers before everybody else. You can see how powerful this is once you get to know what you're looking for. Instead of just guessing or chasing offers that are already saturated, you're making data-backed decisions that put you ahead of the curve. And if you want to go deeper, learning how to build pay traffic affiliate campaigns, funnels, and angles that make these offers profitable, you'll find everything step-by-step inside my Native Ads Masterclass digital course. Or if you prefer direct help, where we can fast track your business, you can apply for one-on-one coaching where I can personally guide you through picking offers, building campaigns and scaling profitably. And I'll share all of my secrets that my students have used to generate over 33 million on ClickBank collectively. You'll find both links below the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.